Um, this is a dinner party, right? So what's all the empty plates? Plenty of knives and forks, though. That's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in a specific order, starting with the hors d'oeuvres. Then use the knives and forks from the outside in. Yeah. Oh, that's all part of having good table manners. And here comes the anxiety attack. Drunk DK was more Ironhead's revenge on me. Yeah, but still funny. It's really not so bad. It just means you have to get some sort of the fast food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary.
Indeed, indeed. I'm told that you are acquainted with everyone who will be attending.
No need to get stressed out. Yeah, I guess that's true. Please, don't encourage her. On that note, is the gentleman accompanying you going to be okay with a knife and fork? I'm told that forks from the East usually use chopsticks. Hey, you've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer in when in liberal, do what librarians do. Policy. I'm not one especially skilled with them, but I will use a knife and fork. 5 on Ranger, 7th inch stretch. Yeah, looks like the Ranger's just past the Blue Jays again. Ah, elegantly handled. I'm impressed. You're such a gentleman as you're a martial arts champion. You flatter me. Boy, he really is a complete sucker for a pretty face. And he left some clean bean, yeah. Once the stream's over, the cat's gonna try to clean mine. I think he's being more polite than alleged, though. Anyway, his grace is really late. I wonder what he's up to. Indeed. So, seated at the head of the tables for the Duke. Then who might the other one be for?
Indeed. Perhaps it is intended for Princess Claudia? Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My humblest apologies for the long delay. Presenting His Grace, the Duke.
And there's Colonel Richard.
Well then, I must apologize for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting, from which I simply could not break it away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, commanding officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I have invited him here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this occasion by our Honorable Duke. I ask that you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform, and allow me to sit with you.
What's the mouth here doing here? You've got to be kidding. We're having dinner with him? I suspect this might happen. But it's still unnerving. Oh, excellent, excellent. What say you, Mayor Maybell? What do you think of Grand Castle's master chef? Is his cooking on par with that found in Bose's Intervos restaurant? Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection also perfectly complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away. You were not the first to say such things. And what of you, Zin? Wasn't it? Was the food to your liking? 5-2. Well, hopefully the Jays can come back and win. Oh, it's excellent. I don't have the words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. I certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Liberian cuisine, though. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Hey! You young bracers. I bet you've never seen such fine food in your life before.
is extremely delicious. If I'm worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us. Indeed, it is a genuine treat. Hmm? It's certainly delicious food. And we couldn't miss the chance to attend so prestigious an event like this. Thank you for your gracious invitation. Oh, you're very kind of you to say so. I do finally remember what my butler has been telling me about. We met before, during the Rouen incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion. Yes, sir. Maybe so. So he'd forgotten all about us until Butler reminded him. Come, let us put social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant, and the wine flows freely. So enjoy to your heart's content. Your Grace, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Oh yes, that's a fine idea. Back of us calling Donkey Kong Country? Oh, now you're asking for something. Actually, I have something important to say. Do you find folk who will represent the kingdom? I use the celebration as a place to make an important announcement. An announcement? And what might that be? I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail. Thank you. As you are, no doubt, already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health as of late. However, she's been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance soon. Ah, that's excellent news. Could we possibly go and check in on her? Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Within a few days, it seems likely that the terrorists plaguing the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebrations will be held as originally planned. Well, the citizens will surely be happy to hear this news as they have been looking forward to it. But surely, that is not all you wish to tell us. Right. If that were all, you could have just sent a longer message. Indeed, you are correct. Her Majesty is to continue to recover, as was previously stated. However, given the gravity of her condition, she has already issued a proclamation. Due to her tenuous health, as is stated that she wishes to abdicate the throne and turn overall authority to her nephew, Duke Dunan. What? Is this true? Joshua, this is... Yeah. The conspiracy finally makes its appearance. I was surprised when Her Majesty first broached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it is only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years. Led through times of strife and war. All without a husband, might I add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of the stress and her duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decisions are mine to make. How terrible! Is Her Majesty's condition truly that severe? I'm ashamed that I've never noticed any signs of any of my annual visions. Isn't this far too serious a matter to discuss with a supposedly casual dinner? Pardon the rudeness, but this all seems to stretch cruelty. Mariel, you're saying that you cannot take His Grace at his word? No, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that, as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion.
That's true. Possible. I'd like to hear it directly from Her Majesty. Your unease is quite understandable. But we do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first, to help stave off any chaos or public disorder before that happens. This is also a decision by Her Grace. Well, yes, this is true. Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations in Kent will have their eyes on us, and we must all be watchful for any action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely, you can see why it is necessary to show unified support for the new king. This is the world of which we are going to be living. Makes it all sound so rational. Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebrations. But you thought it would be the best to inform us first, so that we can be prepared for any issues that may arise, correct? Haha, glad to see that we have an understanding. If this comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves quite busy. Yes, we'll have to announce to the citizens. Oh, you have a question? I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there not another who also has the same right of succession? Oh, well, no doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and His Grace have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. Side pocket. Well, that is on NSO, and I must say, I agree with her wisdom in this matter. We should highly. Excuse me there. I sure like to impose such responsibility upon a girl so young. Yes, absolutely. Manga vs. Cole vs. Bragg vs. Colette in Clubhouse Games? Yeah, we already got the Clubhouse Games for myself and Colette. That's when, Phoenix Wright finishes up. Yes, absolutely. For the time being, I believe it'll be best for Claudia to find a marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there's already interest from the royal families in a number of other nations. But the royal wedding could take place as soon as this year. Oh my! I understand. If that happens, then we'll have two major events to celebrate. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage. Excuse me. May I ask a question? Zin? I don't mind. Speak freely. Sir, it seems so rude, but this doesn't sound like any kind of conversation you'd want outsiders hearing. Particularly a foreigner. And so how come you're making this announcement now? That is solely because of the serendipitous turn of events that allowed Braces to win the championship. We had wanted to inform the guild of this in advance as well. However, we discussed the idea with Her Majesty. Gotcha. I guess Liberals, military, and Bracers are on just as good terms as the stories say. I'm updating both my copies of Scarlet and Violet. Oh, nice. I think my son only just started Scarlet, but... No, sorry, Violet. But he's not that far in it.
That's because they lack the military strength of their empire or the Republic. Naturally, is that keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand their intentions? Yeah, alright. I can call it in Kirby Star Allies? We've already done that game. Believe it or not, we have. It is on much games guides, I believe. We'll pass on what we've learned here onto the guild then. Man, I've heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time. But that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, so it's not like that big of a deal for me. I bet that it was huge use for you guys, though. Of course it was. I can't believe things have gone this far already. Huh? Never mind. But really, what a shame. That food was so amazing. And it practically melted in the mouth. I couldn't tell what that last flavor was, though. Understandable enough. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk and work off some of that rich food still? Huh? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Baga and Bragg versus Cole and Colette in Pokemon Stadium. Considering all the weakness types, I'm about 100% sure Baga don't need Bragg. Yeah, I could go for a little bit of fresh air. You just played a tourist a little while ago. And you want to take an after dinner walk? I sure don't get it. It must be a local thing. Manga and you took out Red and Ironhead? Yeah, but okay. Again, did Banga need your help, or was it like purely tag teaming that one? I think you're exaggerating a little bit. You ever gone out to take in the sights? There are a lot of historic architectural around here, you know? The mood hits me. I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over. You've got to be kidding me. You're still hungry? Tag team. I'll let Banger finish the battle. Hold on. Wasn't that the one he streamed? Because I'm pretty sure he did stream something. If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would be some liquor and a snack. Ah, gotcha. I might go and hunt up to the Baron, or something in a little bit. Things have gotten serious. We really have to find a way to get in to see Her Majesty. First things first, we have to talk to the head maid, Hilda, like we promised. She probably knows the way for us to speak directly to the Queen. Fine by me. Oh, it's you. Huh? Oh, it's you. Colonel Richard? It's Stella and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. Yeah, the last time we saw one of those right after Miyadamo was arrested, wasn't it? I'm honestly surprised that you remember us. I realize that we exchanged a few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I was quite surprised to learn that you were one of the children of Cassius Bright. Oh, Colonel Cassius. How'd you find that out? Please understand. I'm not trying to show off the intelligence division's capabilities. I'm greatly indebted to him from our time together in the army. Indeed, more than words can properly express. Why don't I persuade you to stay a while and talk? I've been hoping to speak with you two for quite some time now. Huh? Pardon me, Colonel, but don't you have a meeting with His Grace? I don't mind being a bit late. Yes. If we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge inside? I'll make sure of a couple of urgent cocktails. I'll prepare them, sir. No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Yes, sir. No. Pardon me, then. Are you kidding? Yeah, no, we still can't even do this. Now then, is sure we retire to the lounge? Please, follow me. Just what should we do? I don't see where we have much of a choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the head maid later. Well, I guess we got no choice for here, though. Deputy for Scarlet and Violet jumped to nearly 2.5 hours? Ouch. I met Cassie shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. And since that time, I found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally. He did? And, what do you think about him at the time? Over 2.5 hours? Ouch. To put it simply, he was a hero. And Master Swordsman, to boot. No matter the scenario, he can find a way to handle any number of battlefronts in any direction. Yeah, definitely a major ouch. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics. He understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer. If I didn't know better, I'd say we were talking about two different people. So, you were with Father during the 100 Days War? Yes, he was my CEO. Even now, I can vividly remember the excitement that filled me as he executed his plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to talk about these days, time just runs away with me. But this much I can tell you. If Cassius Brate had not been part of the Royal Army, Liverpool would now be part of the Erebonian Empire. No way! That's kind of hard to believe. 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th now? Hopefully he can still pull it out. Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. He left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen, so few know of his achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him as a prime example of what a hero should be. He never said one word about any of this to me. Well, it's not really like the kind of thing you could tell your daughter about. It's not fair to criticize him for that. Hey, whose side are you on? And besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Did you already know about all of this or something? Well, I didn't know that he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about vaguely. Vaguely? You're an accomplice? Hey, calm down. It's like he told me any of it. I just figured a lot of it out. He told me he didn't feel... there you go. He told me he didn't feel like there's something worth going out of his way to tell others about. Grr. I just don't get it. When he comes back, he is so in trouble. Please excuse us. We didn't mean to interrupt. No. Seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the military, I desperately tried to stop him. But it seems that by leaving, he did what was best for himself after all. After losing his dear wife, him being with you was all that he could help him recover. Colonel Richard. Now then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Oh, alright. I'll apologize for making you so late. Nah, not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted most to know. And thus, I have no regrets. Well, hopefully I was faster this time, huh? How's that again? I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then. They're sharing the stories. He's like, what the hell? Okay. Who was that man? And what is he done with Colonel Richard? What are you babbling on about now? It's just weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice. True. He doesn't seem all that villainous anyway. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. And now, we should probably put the issue of Dad aside. Yeah, I guess you're right. And I hate to say it, but I think he might have been playing nice. Because he gets something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple of kids is so easy as it could be. Solid 9 minutes, that's even better. Don't you think that's going to be taken a little too far? You might be right. Let me be one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right. Huh? But just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say a bracer's job is pretty much that, in fact. Okay, I got it. I'll keep that in mind. Really fast now? That's good to hear, Kitty. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you. What the heck are you thanking me for? Anyway, we need to go back and see Hilda. She's probably worried sick of waiting for us. Yeah. She should be in the maid's quarters. All right. There we go. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late here, aren't you? Sorry about that. We kind of got caught by Colonel Richard. Did you now? He had some things to tell us about our dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah, yes. The letter of introduction did mention that you were Mr. Cassius's children. It is a very good idea that Miller told Olivier not to pretend, because he'd embarrass himself. I can understand, at least so, how Colonel Richard feels. Oh, do you know our dad too? He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. He was a school friend of the late princess, His Majesty's son. Late prince? Princess Claudia's father? Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Were that he be still alive today, then this would be happening. Huh? But, lamenting what may have been a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. We must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shay. Oh, hey, aren't you Shay, right? Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle. Joshua? Or get brained again. Yeah, I don't think they'd be doing that here. I've been told of your current predicament. You will find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle. Princess Claudia? That shouldn't pose a problem. Thank you. If you're ready, you should go and change into your uniforms. The ribbons and headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What? What do you mean? Estelle is gonna need to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and we'll blend right in. Oh, I get it. Oh, it's 4 minutes, that's even better. Uniforms don't allow for such in the way of personalization. But that should be ideal for sneaking in. Huh. Even a maid's outfit. I've been wanting to try one on since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Haha. Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's get this sucker on me. Why are you so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the Queen. You won't have me to lean on this time. Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Pardon? I mean, he did play Princess during the play at the campus festival. How did I know this was coming? How? Is there really so much the difference between the fancy dress and the maid outfit? That's different. It was a play. I got to prefer before imagining women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not at all shameful or anything. Besides, you'll be such a gorgeous princess. Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, Shay, help me out here. Say something. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Yeah, really, she did. Shay, don't we have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes. It's never been used, though. He has that full, dark hair, so it'll probably look good on him. Hey, hold on a second. Well, looks like it's 3-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please. We can use this as a changing room. Oh, wait a minute. I don't remember ever agreeing to changing. I know you had to. Actually, you know what? That was actually perfect timing for that, too. Alright, alright. If I had to change, I'm gonna do it myself. Shay? You're not planning to use makeup, too, are you? Kids these days. Oh my. Ta-da! What do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training. And after only just coming to the castle, too. You certainly have me convinced. I think buying them also left as stuff when they played this one. They did. And with a hair down like that, what will be any of the wiser? Perhaps she'd like to work at Gransa Castle for real. And this is all settled. Well, we already work as bracers, so, anyway. Come on, Joshua. Get out here. Banga probably fell off the couch a little. I don't think he fell off the couch, but... no chance I can talk you out of this? None at all. You just have to... you just make this take longer. Fine. You're impossible sometimes. Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks. Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does on me. Not an actual girl. I better makeup can make all the difference in the world. Please. Just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the Royal Keep. You need to make certain you watch me and let our maid handle herself. Yes, ma'am. We're finally going to meet the Queen in person. Yes. This is a do or die moment. We just have to... we have to stay focused and get to the Royal Keep. It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit. Well, excuse me. This was your idea. I can't believe you've got the nerve to pick on me. Sorry. Don't get mad. Get glad. I mean, I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay? It's not like you. I'm not like you're not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. They get along so well, don't they? We're out of time. Let's go to the Royal Keep.